Welcome back, everybody, to the Two Kill Time podcast. I'm Kain, and this is Travis, and that's TJ down there in the bottom. It feels good to say welcome back, guys. Our second episode is here, and our first episode was pretty well received, if I do say so myself. For three random guys that nobody really knows anything about, everybody seemingly enjoyed it. And I just want to touch base on those stats before we dive into this podcast. Is that all right with you, gentlemen?
Yeah, man.
So,
Dude, a bunch of people have reached out. We've appreciated the support
yes,
and
sir.
100%.
in the beginning of the pod, we
Yes, sir.
appreciate all the listeners and
Yes, sir. Well, touching base on these stats, so within the first 24 hours, so for those that don't know, we record these mostly on Thursday nights is what we're going to try and do, and upload them the following Wednesday. So within 24 hours, we had 48 listens on Apple Podcasts with an average listen time of the full hour.
that's incredible.
On Spotify, just over 40 listens. It was at 41. And same thing, average of 57 minutes listen time. And then on YouTube, we had 43 views. And for a podcast an hour long on a YouTube channel that only has 130 subscribers or 140 subscribers, I'd say 43 views is pretty damn good.
That's solid. It's
So
not great.
We definitely all appreciate the love.
Absolutely.
The sharing that's going on.
Everybody that's
Keep it
sharing the
coming.
posts, everybody that's just reaching out and being like,
Share
yo,
with
it was
your friends.
hilarious. I'm 8 minutes in and I'm dying in my car laughing, or just like little things like that. That, guys, just does
Means
not
a
go
ton.
underappreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely dope to know people actually give a little bit of a shit what we talk about.
No doubt, dude. Like I said, three random guys. Like it's crazy. Just like random work stories or even just bullshit about sports can make somebody's day. But
Yeah.
I mean, we got a ton of feedback. My dad personally, which I was very shocked that he listened to our entire first podcast. I mean, he supports everything I do and everything we do as young males.
Appreciate it.
And I mean, he's really looked after us all, and he provides some feedback for us. And one of the things he said was he kind of wishes we touched a little bit more on who we are as people and who we are, who our family is, and kind of how we grew up, what we want our life goals to be. So we're
I agree.
we're gonna do a little bit more of that in this podcast. Last one, we just want to do a quick intro on like who we are and get kind of into the funny stuff, funny stories, and talk a little bit about sports. That way y'all can get a real taste as to what this podcast is. So why don't we go ahead and start with that? Travis or TJ, whichever one of you guys want to go first, why don't you tell us what kind of feedback you guys got, and we'll go from here.
Trav, go ahead. You haven't talked much this pod yet.
For the feedback, my girlfriend Lindsay, she's obviously not a big sports fan.
How lame is that?
Whack.
Makes the relationship kind of tough. I love her though.
Anyways.
Nah, so she's from Maine. So, she loves the Patriots. She loves the Red Sox. She just doesn't pay attention to it.
Both awful.
So the only thing she said was like, kind of when we got to that point, talking about sports in the last episode, she kind of like trailed off a little bit.
Haley mentioned that as well. Same thing. I mean, she's not big into sports. She'd listen to it because, she loves me and whatnot. But she did say, she was like, is this going to be a sports podcast? And I was like, no, it's just, we all love sports. So how could we not we're sitting here talking for an hour. How can we not talk about sports?
It's bound to come up.
Yeah, it's something we all grew up on, all grew up loving. So,
I mean, we've had like countless debates, numerous I'd say damn near fights almost.
Yeah. Dumb sports conversations for sure.
Yeah.
Heated discussions.
Yeah.
But
Stephen A. Smith at lunch,
Yeah, for real. Other than that, I was told by quite a few other people that, it was funny to them. They enjoyed it, which is obviously our biggest goal. We don't want to put out, boring content. And that's why we thought it was a good idea to make this in the first place because,
Sure.
we're a bunch of goons.
We're funny.
Yeah.
Yes, we like to think so.
We try.
At least between the three of us,
Sometimes.
between the three of us, we're funny, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, like three of us
We
combined
care.
compel to one funny human. However, the three of us combined don't compel to one good-looking human. Anyways,
Exactly.
yeah, I just called you both ugly. What are you gonna do about it?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. TJ, what kind of feedback did you get?
I talked to my girlfriend Lily about the podcast for a little bit because she's obviously been, nonstop hearing me talk about it. So she was like, "Well, now I gotta listen,"
Haley was
And
trying
she
to get a
just told
sneak
me,
peek the whole week, bro. I wouldn't let her. Not even 10 seconds. Didn't even show her TikTok.
Wow, kept her in lock.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, she told me that like just when we're telling stories that we should, elaborate the people, because sometimes when we get talking, we just think we're talking and
Talking to the
not
boys. Like, everybody
everyone-
knows who everybody
yeah,
is. I get that.
yeah, not everyone knows the people in our stories. So sometimes she just said that we should, elaborate on that a little more, like names of
I think
who's
that I
who.
speak for all of us when we say like for the first episode we did get talking quite a bit, but we all have so much we want to say.
Yeah. Like, there's so
Yeah.
many stories.
It's
And
really
just like,
tough to keep it contained because now we're unleashed on this beautiful podcast. You know what I mean?
yeah, we're just
We
excited.
have
Guys.
this.
Just excited.
Yeah.
We have this outlet.
Yeah. We
So now,
finally have a table to talk on.
yeah, our plan is just to wreak havoc. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, man. Like I said, my dad was just like, well, why don't we talk a little bit about ourselves, a little bit more about like our family and our childhood.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
I
talk a
think
little
people
bit
should
about my
learn.
family. I have technically I have two blood sisters, but I have a third sister who basically grew up with me. And my first sister's name is Hill. Second sister's name is Shauna. And my third sister's name is Heather. And I probably wasn't the nicest little brother. But that kind of comes with the task of growing up with three sisters and my parents.
You got it.
My parents are both legends, and if anybody knows both of my parents, y'all know exactly what I mean. I mean, they're
Absolutely.
two of the most kind people you'll ever meet, despite how mean they want you to think they are. And they're probably two of the most, I guess, morally, ethically correct people that I think I've ever met in my life. I really strive to be like them in a lot of ways, just because, like, no matter what you do, like, they try and steer you in the right direction. No matter who you are, they try and, like, do you right. No matter how many times they've done you wrong, they try to always just do the right thing. And that's a little bit about my family. And kind of growing up, I was always around my mom and dad. I was always around my parents. Was always around friends. And growing up around my mom and my dad, we were big into the car world. And growing up, that's kind of where I got to be who I was, because that was something I was going to go to college for. Decided not to and go for sports, because that was my true passion, my true love is to work in sports one day. But automotive is a very large portion of my life, and living in the city and not having like my own garage like I hope to one day is so hard, because like I'll see a car and be like, man, I want to buy that car just to work on it, or like just little things like that is always something that I want to do, or like I can't do my own oil change, like things like that. Even though it seems kind of dumb and tedious, like nobody really wants to do it, it's the little things like that you miss, that you don't have the opportunity to do. Living in a place that has a parking garage and you have to share it with 500 other cars. But again,
How annoying is that?
that's basically like my entire life is sports, cars, and gaming, dude. Like that's all I kind of really focus on. I mean, I don't know any other way to say it, but I mean, I meant to mention
That
this
seems
in the
pretty
first,
fitting.
yeah, I meant to mention this in the first episode. A lot of people already know this, but I do stream on Twitch and I do create content on YouTube, which is where this podcast is uploaded to, is my YouTube channel. But when I say like those are my 3 daily things, I sell cars for my job. I'm a car salesman. I've streamed every day for 883 days. So I'm always playing video games. I'm always making content. And I watch sports every day and talk about sports every day. Bet on sports every day. Like that's Kain to a T. So I don't know how else to break myself down other than those 3 categories. If you guys want to try and give a little bit about your past, your family, and talk a little about yourselves and give us your goals, and what are you thinking?
Yeah, man. So I have a beautiful mother and one sister. And then I have two half siblings from my father. And, growing up, I didn't have the easiest route, that's for sure.
No.
My mom had me really young, so she wasn't able to get much of a step towards careers, so her and my dad had, grown up and wasn't the most wealthiest family, but we weren't ever struggling because they were always busting their ass. And then, they eventually split up, and I got to about high school, and father actually got arrested. And for a good 5-6 years, I think.
Wow.
So that was really tough, but it forced me to learn how to, kind of grow up quickly because my mom was always working.
For sure, build
So
adversity.
I was learning how to, I was taking care of me and my sisters when my mom was busting her ass just to, keep ends meet.
Yes,
But
sir.
definitely turned me into the person I am today. I'm very independent because of it. But no, yeah, that's pretty much me. I play basketball all the time, man. Love hanging out with the boys, talking with the boys. So here we are,
Here we are, dude.
Yeah, dude. But nah, man, I smoke some weed. I just I take life one day at a time.
For sure.
And that's pretty much me, TJ in a nutshell.
Yes, sir. Well,
I
Travis,
think we all take I think we all take life one day at a time. Um,
it's kind of how it works. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
We try to, yeah.
So for
Wake
me,
up, go to bed.
Bro, I'm drinking my non-Fiji water. You can't be doing that right now.
um,
Bit it.
so for me, kind of like,
Sorry, Trav. Sorry.
This guy, dude. Let the man
Go ahead.
speak.
yeah, dude, you're
Go
calling
ahead.
it. So for me, I kind of like TJ had to grow up at a young age. For people that don't know, so my dad passed away July of last year. Uh, he had a genetic disease, and that's all I'm gonna say right now on it. That's for a later date.
Yeah, of course. I
Um,
mean, you ain't gotta open up to anything you don't want to, man.
yeah,
Yeah, you ain't gotta.
so that it affected my family, affected my mom and stuff like that. Kind of set us back a little bit, not to like have it sound weird like that, but you guys know what I mean.
Yeah,
And
for
other
sure. I mean, anytime
Definitely it would.
someone like that, not just. I mean, your dad was a great guy. I remember him from when I was little, uh, and he had a huge impact on your family and everybody around him. So, I mean, it's never easy to anyone losing that type of person in your life.
yeah.
It's gotta be tough.
So pretty much me in a nutshell is basically like Kain and TJ, and that's why we're all so close as friends. Is my life has always consisted of sports and cars like Kain. Me and TJ met playing basketball, kind of like how I said in the first episode, and big family guy. I hope to give back one day for as much as they've sacrificed for me in order for me to, go to college and move up here and try to be successful.
Yes,
So,
sir. That's all. I think that's all any of us can wish is just that we can give back to the people that have carried us through the times when we were growing up and have always taken care of us. I mean,
yeah.
That's the goal, man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh, going back to goals. I mean, we all have personal life goals and stuff. And like I said, that's something people, not just my dad mentioned, but I've had several people tell me like, what? Tell us more about what you guys want to do. Again, because TJ, you're still in college. Travis, you just graduated. I graduated 2 years ago. What we kind of want to do, and uh, even though it's not the best segue into how and what we want to do in our lives, I mean that's really why we're all doing what we're doing is because we want to be able to take care and give back to our families, and we want to be able to take care and give back to the people that have supported us throughout everything. One thing, again, going back going back to my parents, kind of always supplying those good morals and ethics in me, and not just me, but everyone that has met them, is I don't believe in like, oh, I just have friends. Like I have brothers, sisters, family members, like anybody that I become close with, anybody that I still talk to every day, like you two, you guys are my brothers. Like you guys are family. Anybody that I really got close with, like that's what it is. It's not just about my parents. It's not just about like my sisters. It's about the community. It's about everybody that I know that's ever been there for me when times were low. And I'm sure you guys can attest to that. Like it's not just I want to give back to my mom and dad and my sister and my aunts and uncles. Like you guys want to give back to everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
man. As corny as
Yeah.
it sounds.
I mean, it's
like-
movie picture-esque, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like it's all about who you want chilling at your Sunday barbecue when you're a grown ass
little
adult.
cul-de-sac of the boys, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
And you're just chilling out. That's who's the real homies.
Yeah, I mean, look at LeBron, bro.
And-
Just a small kid from Akron. What can you say, you know?
Yeah,
I
cause
think,
yeah, we're LeBron.
I like to think so. Just to like go even a little bit further in that, you know, it's one thing for people to say, you know, to have like brothers compared to just friends, but I speak for all of us when like we can all pull up to each other's houses, and it's just a big family. Like
Yeah, every time. Doesn't
You
matter.
never
Every
feel out of
single
place.
time.
you know, you're always,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
and that's
It's always like that, no matter how much time's gone by either, which is super nice because we don't have to talk every single day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the connection is still
And that's something like
Just as
I'm a
good.
firm believer in, man. Like, I think we've all talked about this at one time or two. Like, being a firm believer in, I don't have to talk to my family every day or my friends every day to know, like, I love them or that they love me or that if they call, I'm going to be there for them. Like, I've said that since I was little because, like, that is something my family has always struggled with and complained about is that there's no quote unquote connection. No one reaches out to anybody. And it's like, that doesn't matter. Like when they call, like you should still be there type thing. Like, and that's not like me airing my family's business. That's just me telling people like, grow up. Like I haven't talked to Bum, who for those of you that don't know is Brandon Tubbs, since probably a year and a half ago or since I moved to Nashville. And I hit him up the other day because I thought about him. We played Rocket League for an hour and a half today. And we talked like we had never like skipped a beat. Like
See,
that's
so
what
fire.
I'm talking about, man. Like the same thing goes for friends and family. Like if you really care about somebody, you don't have to talk to them every day. And like, yeah, okay, part of that's kind of on me because I don't ever reach out to people because like I know I'm good and I don't bother
don't
people with
either,
my shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm really bad about reaching out to
Yeah.
people. And yeah, that's something I should probably work on. But I talk to my mom, I talk to my dad, I talk to my sisters, and I talk to anybody that just wants to talk. Like I don't just reach out to a lot of my friends. Like my buddy Trevor, we're really close. I mean, we hung out every day for like the whole summer between like 7th and 8th grade. Like that is one of my dad's favorite people is Trevor Gibson. Like that's the fisherman. That's
Trevor
what my dad.
Gibson.
That's what my dad
Wow.
has always called him because we used to go fishing every Friday, bro, and then hang out all weekend with each other. We used to go fishing every Friday, and like I hit him up. Fucker's writing books, like that are
Really?
like good. Like I'm not a fantasy book guy. Like I don't read a ton. Like I love reading, but I don't read a ton. Writes fantasy books and like, dude, good for him.
Yeah, man.
Like, but I didn't have to reach out to him to be like, yo, dude, I love you. Like, I don't have to reach out to my aunts or uncles and be like, hey, just so you know, I still love you. Or like, hey, how you doing? Like, if they're not doing good, they're going to let you know, man. You're going to see it on Facebook. They're going to call you. They're going to text you. Like,
yeah.
if I don't get a heads up, like, I assume all's well. Because, like,
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
how I
we're-
think, man.
we're good. Like, we're on the same wavelength of,
Yeah.
hey, you're good, I'm good, I'll hit you up if I need something. Not to be like a dick. Like, I'm not going to reach out to people
People
if I
get
need anything
busy.
anyways. But it's,
You know?
yeah, like, it's not even busy, man. Like, I know no matter what, if somebody reaches out to me, like my aunts, uncles, cousins that I haven't talked to in 5 years, 6 years, like I'm going to still do what I can.
Yeah.
Every time. Doesn't matter. Because like that's just who I am, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that really speaks to you as a person, because like some people, bro, they don't care if you're family.
Oh yeah,
friends,
for sure. And like I'm not saying like I don't
there's
have some
enough-
scummy family members, but like that's still family, man, you know?
Everyone does.
Yeah, like
Everyone
we all
does.
have that cousin we hate. We all have like just a
We
family
got that
member
drunk
that we
uncle.
despise. But that doesn't matter. Like, I mean, yeah, you can only do me wrong so many times before I don't turn the other cheek. But it's a simple fact thereof. Like, you got to help somebody when they're down. It doesn't matter who they are or what they're doing. Like, I'm not saying like go out and give every homeless person you see $20. I'm just saying like take care of who takes care of you, no matter what point in life you're at or what point in life they're at. You should take care of them.
$20. $20.
What are you doing for
is
$20?
Nothing. I'm keeping it, and I'm buying myself a meal, bro. Because $20 today ain't getting you jack shit.
You're getting like you getting that double quarter pounder with the side of 10 nuggets.
Maybe.
Golly. Yeah, if you're
That's
lucky.
like $15. Trust me, I know.
And that's scraping
know.
change right in the cup holders for a damn large Sprite, for fuck's sake.
Oh, you guys hitting the McDicks often, huh?
No, not really. It's,
No, but I mean,
just making a fat joke, TJ.
Yeah, just saying. McDonald's Sprite does hit different though, and
McDonald's
let's talk about
Sprite is lava, bro.
It tastes like TV static. Like
TV static.
It's crazy.
That's
Guys, I got to go get another drink quick. I'll be right back though.
damn, bro. You got to stay tapped with that non-Fiji water in your Fiji bottle, bro. Yeah,
Not sponsored, but
not sponsored, but hey, sponsor us.
But hey, Arizona, hit me up.
Yo, the 2 podcast episodes in a row, and we've dropped your name. Just saying.
Just saying.
I only drink
a lot of branding.
I only drink Arizona iced tea. Forget about that Gold Peak shit.
Yeah, you had whole
Just
Gold Peak.
forget about
Arizona is in bottles, and it's better.
Dude, I completely forgot, dude. Oh my god. I was thinking the cans is what I was thinking of.
I always think cans. Yeah, totally fair. Totally fair.
Oh, and that was one other thing before Travis comes back. Let's talk some shit about him. Just kidding.
Let's talk some shit. Yeah.
Like, one thing about Arizona, man, is like you never find the same flavors everywhere other than like the lemon, the green tea, and the
dude,
Arnold
keep
Palmer.
this in here before he gets back.
Fuck.
He can't
Yo, shit, he's back.
He can't.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Damn.
Arizona is literal peak iced tea.
Yeah, literally.
Across the board.
One of the just top shelf, top tier.
I'm done with the Arizona plug.
Sponsors. Yeah, man. One of the other things people wanted to know was when we're gonna have guests on. So when we released the podcast, a lot of people somehow didn't know about it. I mean, obviously we didn't release. We were doing it until like Monday, but I was dropping teasers every day for like a week.
There was a lot of teasers.
Yeah,
but it was hard to catch on. If you have no idea,
sure. But like it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday afternoon, and my buddy was like, "Hey, I didn't realize you were doing a podcast." I was like, "Neither did we," till like last week. And he was like, "Oh man, like, are you guys gonna have guests on?" And yes, we are gonna have guests. We want to have a few episodes of just us. That way, y'all could get to know us and our stupid shenanigans. And excuse me, some of the guests that we're gonna have on here are obviously most of them are gonna be personal friends, maybe coworkers. Our girlfriends, Haley, Lily, and Lindsay.
I was going to say, roping back into the feedback thing, my girlfriend said, because we're all in very long-term relationships, that we could definitely have like a girlfriends podcast. And I thought that could be a solid idea.
We could do 2 separate things. We could do all of them on with us, and then one where they run the show too. Like, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, that would be fire,
flip the turntables, you know?
Maybe it would be good for us to take the back seat for once.
Yeah.
That'd be
Like we
nice.
should all like be in the room and just listen to what they talk about and be like, God, you're ruining this, and like just like
You're fucking our podcast up. What are you doing?
fucking ruining it.
Yeah.
This is not the demographic we wanted to reach.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're gonna have guests on here.
We love the ladies though. Let's not have this an all guys podcast.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, bro. Like,
We
I mean, I don't have any
appreciate-
like eyelash curlers and shit. Like, I don't know how those work. Like, if
I
they
got
start,
hair. I got long hair.
that's
so-
gonna take a while to curl with an eyelash curler, I think.
An eyelash curler. Oh no, yeah, probably not. But
I mean, you got a
What
decent
is
amount of
it?
hair.
dude, it's long, man. It is.
When are you getting a haircut, bro? Yeah,
Never, bro. The locks.
Yo, you gotta do
No, I'm
something. with
kidding.
a mop, though.
yeah, you got to get a haircut, man.
That's a mop.
Dude, I can hit a man bun.
Take
while
your
I'm
hat
playing
off
ball.
real quick,
Oh, then I gotta take the headset off and
bro.
everything.
That's
like,
fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Means
you're
we-
good,
alright,
bro.
alright,
It's worth
alright.
it. It's worth it.
Bro, when he takes the
Alright,
headset off, we
fine.
can talk shit because you can't hear us.
Yeah, fact.
Fuck you guys.
Look at this.
Look at this fucking nerd.
Yeah, dude, you got to get a haircut,
Wow.
bro.
Yo,
He looks like
low-key,
Cadence.
No hat, Lord Farquaad.
Yeah. Yep.
He looks like
I can
Cadence.
see it.
You got to get a haircut, bro.
No, I don't.
Bro, did you just hear what Kane said?
No, he didn't have his headset on.
No, I didn't.
I said, bro, you
Yo,
look
I
just
saw
like
you two
Cadence. When you like pull the hair down like this, you looked like Cadence.
I'm offing myself.
Wow, that's
tonight.
terrible, bro. How are you gonna say that
Yo.
just because you look like your sister?
No,
Bro.
we dead ass dude look alike. Get that all the time.
I came to the realization, this is probably like 3 or 4 years ago, because everybody used to always tell me I look like my mom, which when I was younger, I did. Then like I hit like 16, 17, and you guys have met my grandfather, right? Like Pa Wilder.
Oh,
My dad's dad.
I think one time, yeah, at least
Like-
once.
If you hold up a picture of me and a picture of him like 30 years ago, identical. Or like even my like great uncle, like I mean identical. Like can't pick us apart. He
At least you're
and,
in good
granted
hands.
he's a bit older now, so like he is definitely losing some of his train of thought. He dead ass thought when Hill got married, there was a picture of me and Hill, and he walked by it and pointed at the wall and asked my dad. He was like, "How did she get a picture with my brother?" Like when he was, oh yeah, dude, it was wild. Like I was like,
Oh, what the fuck?
yeah, I was like, Pa, that's me, bro. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I never realized that. Like speaking of looking like people,
At least you're in good hands, buddy.
let me ask you this: who would you say? This is really a stupid question. I'm not gonna lie. Your celebrity
ready for it.
look-alike.
What?
Your celebrity look-alike. Have you ever been told you
Who
look like
would
a
I
celebrity?
think? I've never once been told I look like a
Me
celebrity.
either, man. Like, man, maybe we
Maybe
really
we're
are
just not
fucking
attractive enough. Yeah, we're just the goofy goober squad over here.
ugly. Hey, there ain't
Dude,
nothing
I'm
wrong with that.
not-
SpongeBob and Patrick, like,
We're funny, so it balances out. Ask everyone.
ask our girlfriends, bro. I mean, we're all in long-term
Boom.
relationships. That's all I'm saying.
Boom.
That's all I'm
Stats
saying,
are
bro.
proven. That's all,
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there.
We
Toss 'em
got
out
proof
there.
and a discussion.
Funny wins. Funny wins.
Yeah.
Nice guys still finish last.
Still last. You gotta be funny.
Gotta be funny. Yeah, guys.
Funny.
What is something that you guys think throughout college y'all probably missed out on?
Honestly, like the
No,
real
jokingly.
quote unquote college life, because it's always been pretty fucking wonky for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I've never been able to like chill in dorms with people or like whatever, like, you know what I mean, like go to a party on a weekend. Like, okay, well, I did do some of that in my
Yeah.
short time, but I mean, I don't know, I just got kind of robbed of that. So, and now I commute, so I don't really ever experience that. But
Yeah.
I think I missed out on the party experiences. One, I'm not a big party guy. I'm not against them, but
I'd rather
know,
chill
my
with my boys. Like,
Yeah.
that also, as you guys know, my first 2 or 3 years, I was not in a good spot relationship wise, so that definitely played a role.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, no, for sure.
Oh
dude,
yeah.
I won't even sugarcoat it. Like, I wasn't myself. You guys knew it.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, there was
yeah,
definitely
so that's
multiple conversations about that, and I mean, we can all say like, yeah, if our girl says like not to do something, we're probably not gonna do it. I mean, depending on the level of like what it is, like. So like
facts.
obviously
Yeah.
we all can respect like relationship boundaries and shit like that. But like coming down to it, man, like you said, you're not a big party person. I wasn't either. I'd rather chill in the suite with like you, Will, and Haley and TJ and
Yeah.
at the time if Lindsay and Lily were all around, like I would have rather done that, listening to music, having beers, like we do at the house,
Way
like
better.
sitting outside. Like I'd rather do
Yeah.
that than be crammed in a frat house, like vibing
Yeah,
with
like
20 people that
shoulder
I
to
don't know,
shoulder
and
in
then
a
the other
bar.
15 I do know, and I don't know any of the songs they're playing because I heard this random DJ and they're not playing anything anybody knows.
Facts.
That's
Yeah.
a fact. I'm weird about that, bro. Like I loved aux. Like
Yeah, like I
I
have to
love
have it.
picking my own music,
I have
bro.
to have it, bro. Like you can ask Haley, like anything we do down here, like if somebody needs somebody to play music, I'm the guy. Haley, anytime we go
Same.
home and like we go over to Haley's mom's house, and if she's having a party, like I'm the guy. She wanted me
My
to DJ
girlfriend
her
and
wedding,
I-
but I didn't have speakers.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
have been gas.
Yeah, that would have been lit.
My girlfriend and I made an agreement though on whoever is driving, the other person can pick the music, which is
See, it's the opposite
That's
for
a
me.
bad,
awful
yeah,
because
that's
I
bad.
drive all the time.
See, you should make the agreement of whoever's driving controls the aux,
Picks the
Yeah,
music.
and the
Yeah.
person in the
You do.
passenger seat can pick some songs to put in the queue.
Yeah. Facts.
All right, I'm
Like
gonna take his
Haley doesn't
feedback.
even ask, because like I'm usually like no,
No.
like
No.
not
Well,
happening. Going on
Lily
like
gets bored of my music.
the aux skills, bro. Like I could not name you another person. This is a flex, and I don't give a fuck. I don't know another person that has 41 likes on their Spotify playlist, and that's all I'm saying.
I have 12, and I thought that was impressive, but your 41 is solid.
Like what, dude? I
got
checked
9,
one day
so
and I was at like 20.
TJ.
What'd you say?
I said I got 9, so I'm kind of towards TJ.
Like one day I checked and I was at like 20, and I was like, oh shit. And then like I checked a week later and I was at like 35. So that's when I posted on Snapchat. I was like, yo, can we get to 40 on this playlist? And I deadass, and I mean, I update it frequently, so it's kind of like updated music. But I also leave a lot of old shit in there too. Like I just
So you're
add.
saying you're a DJ for 40 people on their daily
That's all I'm
lives?
saying, dude. That's all I'm saying.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I not only do I provide the podcast commute with you two, I also provide the music commute playlist. That's all I'm saying.
The man's a giver.
That's all.
Got to appreciate it.
What can I say? What can I say? Thanksgiving all year round, baby. Right here.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
giving everyone that stuffing.
Oh, hey, yo. Hey, yo.
My lord.
Hey, yo. All right, we're going to transition out of that, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
What the fuck, DJ?
Gotta keep you on your toes, man. Gotta keep you on your toes. We were being mad serious, bro. Maybe we lighten it up a little bit. You know?
Okay,
We were
what's your guys'
I don't
favorite
know.
holiday, speaking of Thanksgiving? Just dumb. We're
Ooh.
at the point where we're just doing dumb facts about ourselves for people.
I'm with it. Nah, yeah. See, Halloween's a big one for me. I feel like Christmas
do
is too
that.
played out.
Fuck you. I love Christmas.
I love Christmas as well, but like it's just a money holiday.
Oh
And I
yeah,
go
I mean,
just
I
not-
bro,
know
4th of
that.
July.
4th of July is fire.
Fuck yeah, America. Fuck yeah.
America.
That's like
Back
fireworks.
to back
and hot
undefeated
dogs,
World
bro.
War champs, baby.
Back to back. Probably gonna lose number 3.
Hey, whoa. Hey, whoa.
I'm kidding. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
I think mine's Christmas, man. Like, that's just me being honest. Like, it ain't like, oh, I'm getting gifts and shit. Like, that sounds like a really, really large William Trapp type thing to say. Like,
Yeah, it
Christmas
did.
is my
Yeah, it
favorite
does.
holiday. Well, like, it really is, man. It's not like it's not generally just Christmas, like the holiday. It's Christmas time, like from like the 10th through like January 31st, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's the Christmas music playing.
It's
It's
the
the
music, the
lights.
light.
It's the snow on the ground.
Yeah.
One thing, speaking of snow on the ground, man, one thing people don't get in the South is like nothing beats a cool, crisp brush of fucking cold air. Like,
yeah, bro.
you walk
In the
outside
morning?
and that shit hits you like a ton of bricks, and you're like, this is the
Like you're in a
freshest
Five
air I've
Gum
ever
commercial.
smelled. Yeah. This is the freshest breath of fresh air I'm ever going to have. And like, yeah, it fucking sucks 5 seconds later, but just walking outside and being like, oh, it's cold today. Like, nothing beats that, bro. And again, Christmas
Yeah, you
music.
say that till you're driving in 4 feet of fucking snow and you're eating shit on black ice when you get out of the car.
You walk out the front door, and I've recently been getting them on TikTok. Like every year around this time, I start to get like 1 or 2 Christmas TikTok pages on my feed about like, oh,
Really?
like it'll be like this many days till this stuff happens, and it'll be like a guy opening his door, and it's like a snowstorm. He's got his lights around his like walk-in porch, and like, oh, it's beautiful, dude. Like, oh, that gets
Wow.
me,
Okay.
gets me going, dude.
Dude, wrap around porches.
Front porch swinging,
Phenomenal.
Brian.
cornbread, fried chicken.
That's how you know we're getting old, bro. Because tell me you guys didn't dead ass get a little excited when you heard about a wraparound porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, we were like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And now we're like,
That's like my goal is to own like a ranch one day. Like that's why I moved
That'd be
to Tennessee
fire.
was because when I was a kid, like that's what I wanted was to own a ranch.
call me stereotypical, but I want like the normal ass suburban house with a nice lawn, you know. I want dogs, bro. I'm a huge dog person. I don't know as
Haley
many.
would have as many as legally allowed, I think.
Yeah, nah, that's me until I see the bill for how many legally allowed dogs. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But I love dogs, man. You guys have the cutest 2 little puppers.
We
Oh
do.
my god.
We do. Banks is
I
big,
can't
man.
remember their names.
Went to the doctor, Banks and Damien.
There it is.
I'm gonna let them know you forgot. They're gonna be pissed.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do that. Don't
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Hit my concho. I spread my butt cheeks. You probably didn't hear about it because it was under the name Mike Concho.
Dude, Kain, mid-game, bro. I almost choked there.
What?
Yeah, what was that?
Oh.
Wow, all I heard was I almost choked there, you know.
Who did? Yeah, dude. Banks went to the vet today. I think he said he's like 20 pounds or something like that, or he's expected to be around 40 to 50 pounds, which is the same weight as Damien. So we were right on like the size we thought he was gonna be. But like
at least he didn't get a wolf. You know, some 80, it would have, dude. I want one
That's
so
like
bad,
the pet
like a mastiff.
every boy wishes for. Like when he's a kid, is like, I want a pet wolf or like I want a pet tiger. Like, yeah, that would have been sick. I feel like you're downplaying it, CJ. What the fuck?
I'm not downplaying it. Trust me. Hear me out. Imagine you get a mastiff, right? One of those Beethoven-looking motherfucking dogs.
Yeah.
And you just, dude, they die really fast.
Yeah, bro. I had a Great Dane when I was.
They got dark quick.
Like, they don't live.
You had a Great Dane?
Yeah. That's what I got until I was
cool.
like 10 or 11. And then he passed, and I think it was 2 years later we got Jake, the Boston Terrier.
Everyone just experienced new information with me live here.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for you guys.
Fire away.
Hit me.
If there was some type of animal that you could own that's technically illegal to own, what would it be?
Any animal?
Yeah.
Like,
Mine is
a
Do
tough
you mean like
one.
technically legal to own? Like you need to have a license, or like you should not have this
like,
animal?
are you saying like exotic, like it'll murder me?
Like a cat?
Yeah,
Are you
like-
talking
own
like
it.
an exotic cat, or are you talking like a lynx, or are you talking like an elephant?
Nah, like you shouldn't have it. And mine is a panda. I want a panda, bro.
I would kill for a panda, but I would have a black panther. I think that would be sick. What? I missed something.
You were like, I would kill for a panda, and I was just like, what? What?
Kain looked at you. He was like,
well,
You would
not like-
kill for one?
well, I'm not killing nothing.
Like, I understand it's hypothetical, but like, if you had to, would you?
What am I killing?
That's
Another
what we're trying to
panda?
get at, bro.
No, I mean, if I gotta kill something, then it depends on what.
Let's say like you got to kill somebody for this panda, bro.
All right, here we go. Speed round. You get a baseball bat. You're standing there. How many 10-year-olds fully sprinting at you you think you could handle before they murder you?
Like unlimited amount of 10-year-olds.
Like just waves, like it's zombies.
I feel like we shouldn't talk about
that's
that because
clipped. I got it
that's
clipped.
okay. Perfect. That's child abuse. Let's change it. If you have one bat and you could go against 1,000 1-foot tall ducks. Do you think you could do it?
Yep.
1 foot tall ducks.
Or let's say you have to take on
I feel
one.
like ducks aren't
You have
gonna
to
be-
take on one horse-sized duck, or 100 duck-sized horses.
Oh my God, what?
Oh, holy fuck. Dude, that duck's gonna murder you. Let's be honest, dude.
That's a big duck, bro.
That thing is gonna fuck you up, bro.
Can I just disclose some information to you guys?
Yeah.
You know, Kain, you told
answer the fucking question?
Kain, you told me this one time that when I put my mind to something, I do it, right? If I want that panda, I'm going to get it.
Oh damn.
You know what I mean?
We're back on the panda.
No, like I'm just saying, there's nothing standing in my
There's
way.
nothing standing in Travis's way of this damn panda. Just so you know.
Customs.
Like if it customs. Bro, like honestly, like I don't know. Like one horse-sized duck.
I think 100 duck-sized horses.
Let's ask a couple more questions here. Hold on. Are we talking like the duck's head goes to where the horse head would be? Or is the
Or are
duck's
we
back
talking-
up to the horse's back and then the neck of the duck?
See, that's what I'm saying. Because at this point,
That's
it's like
height.
a duck dinosaur,
It's like,
dude.
it's like a giant ostrich, bro. Like
I was gonna say, isn't that basically an ostrich?
It's like a duck giraffe, baby.
it would probably be like
yeah,
the
an
size of
ostrich,
3
I get,
ostriches.
and it'd be way bigger than that.
Like think about how long a horse is. Like let's say a duck's like this. A horse is like that long. An ostrich is probably about that. And then you got
Wait,
the
so are we
girth of a
scaling?
horse.
The girth.
Like the horse is
So are
big.
you saying we're gonna scale the entire duck to the horse body, or just?
Do I get any weapons in this scenario?
Sure,
No.
a baseball bat. You can't
I
have
think
like a
I'm-
weapon.
Yeah, dude, we're good.
Well, yeah, I thought I meant just baseball bat's chilling. I think
You think you win it with a baseball
Ooh.
bat? That's a big duck. dude.
no. I don't think I'm winning either way. I think I'm fucked in this scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta have a
But-
better mindset, dude. I have faith in both of you.
I appreciate that.
Honestly, thank you.
You know what? That makes me think I
That
can do
helped.
it.
I
No,
think I
helped out
could
a lot.
beat this
I
horse-sized
truly
duck.
believe
That just really
truly
boosted my
believe that
self-esteem.
the 3 of us could do it.
You know what? You know what would happen right now? All 3 of us would die because you would put false confidence
And
in
we'd
his
go and
crazy
do it.
ability. And then
To
we'd
beat
walk.
this duck
It'd be like a
horse, bro.
movie. It'd be like a movie scene, bro.
You can
gain
do
us
it,
all this
Rudy.
Confidence. Yeah,
Rudy.
and then it just
Rudy.
mauls you from the top, bro. And you're just sucked into this duck for eternity.
But do you know why I say that? Because I know for a fact that the 3 of us would rather try and fail than not try at all.
You're right. No, you're
Yeah,
totally
that's
right.
Really deep.
So let's cut it,
Yeah, it was.
and we all know where it's at.
Yeah, like let's cut the shit, TJ. We can fucking do
Yeah,
it,
let's-
bro.
Let's
Have
not
some fucking
sugarcoat it. We're gonna
confidence.
beat the shit out of this
Yeah,
duck.
we're gonna
Yeah, fuck
beat-
this
We're gonna
duck.
beat this
Now
fucking
it's-
duck horse, bro. Fucking Christ.
Are we saying 1-on-1? Because I'm.
Yeah,
I think 1v1. I
like
think
for,
I could slide
like
let's
let's say Travis hypes us up, and like we're all together. Travis hypes us up. I go first. 1v1. I get clapped.
I don't want to go next.
I get
you know?
rocked, and Travis is like, TJ, bro, you could do it, dude. You
All right,
got
so
this, bro.
here's my plan.
Kain, he's full now. The duck's full. He's not going to want to eat you,
not
bro.
hungry,
He's
bro.
not hungry anymore, dude. You're fine. You got this. Claps you, and Travis is like, yeah, I'll take those 100 duck-sized horses.
Oh, all right. I got a new question. This one's good. How big of an animal do you think you can physically take 1v1 in a fight?
Any animal.
Bare knuckle. How big of an animal? Like,
Dude,
what's your cutoff point?
You mean
This
like
is my same point with any of us, dude. Any size, dude. We got it. I don't
No.
care.
No, we don't.
No.
Dude. There's a limit.
No, we don't. There's definitely a limit, dude. Like,
I think
swear to
like
God,
1v1 an animal, dude. Like
or,
obviously
anything
like
past
you got,
the fox, I'm sketchy.
see, you got to have more confidence, man.
I think
No,
anything.
I just mean I'm
Like, am I
concerned.
saying I'm going out there and taking on a kangaroo? Fuck no. Am I taking on a moose?
I think you could.
No.
You got a Floyd Mayweather, bob and weave, you know? Yeah, you can take the kangaroo.
Man,
until
I
the
don't know.
drop
Like, I'm
kicks
trying to
you.
think of like what's in between like a house cat and a moose.
Tiger.
I definitely
how
couldn't
is-
take a tiger.
How
dude.
is
Like,
that in the middle?
like, if you have a tiger, bro, you ever seen those videos of like the tug of war with the tigers, and they'll have like 4 grown ass men on one end of the ropes? Yeah, no chance I'm taking a tiger.
No.
Dude. That's kicking my ass.
No chance.
I could probably take a lynx. That's like a large house cat. That's like a 50-pound house cat.
What a bobcat.
Yeah, I could take a bobcat.
I think that's the highest I'm willing to go.
1v1.
See, bobcats, yeah. I think
Like
I'm taking the L
1v1,
to a
they don't
bobcat.
like you're in an open air stadium type thing. Like they aren't hiding
Okay.
behind like trees and shit.
Coliseum.
They aren't fucking running at you.
Coliseum.
Like you're 1v1 in this
Coliseum.
bitch in Rome. Fuck yeah, I can beat a lynx. What's he gonna do?
I'm
Run at me?
fucking it.
Pop! Right
I'm
jab.
fucking a lot of shit up. It's gonna be right like in COD, dude. It's gonna jump at me, snap the neck midair.
Pow. RKO out of
Next.
nowhere. From the top rope, watch out.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what my absolute limit would be though.
I
'Cause
feel,
I feel
like
like I'd
anything
try,
larger
like-
than a lynx would be tough. I could probably take on a bear cub, as long as the mom's not around.
Second the mom
think you could
pulls
take a
up its
sloth, bro?
clips. They're
They
bro,
got long ass
don't-
nails, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They got that reach. They got like a 6-foot wingspan.
I don't know. That motherfucker's in slow motion. I feel like I could definitely
All right.
hit it with
Real
a
question.
1-2
You think you could take
before
a
he even
bird,
sees it
like
coming.
any bird,
Yeah, oh yeah.
like a crow, 1v1 crow?
Well, you know that.
Okay, crow.
Crow's a good size.
Crow's solid.
How about an eagle?
Fuck
I'm
no.
fucked.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
That bitch is carrying me away.
He
Bro,
just
we-
fed his family for generations, bro. That's how we're looking.
I feel like we're kind of stuck on this. My next question is, how big of a fish do you think you guys could take?
None. I can't swim, bro.
You
Well,
can't
not like I
swim?
mean,
No, I
obviously
can't
it'd be
swim.
like an even
I
fight.
didn't think that was real. I
I
didn't think
can't
that was
swim.
real.
You
How
thought
are
it
you a
was
grown
fake?
ass man? How are you a grown man? What are you gonna do if you fall in a lake? Just drown?
When do
Yeah.
I find myself just walking near a lake where I'm like,
I don't know. I mean,
very, very
You know,
rarely. Like,
it's
what am I doing?
possible.
What am I, a fucking villain in a superhero movie? Just walking over this fucking vat of fucking like hazard
Maybe
fucking shit, and I'm like,
maybe you live a double life. Maybe you live a double life. I'm not gonna rule
bro.
it out.
No, bro. Bro, we gotta get past this shit, bro.
Yeah. We gotta move on.
Another
But either
top-
way, to all those animals, GG's.
yeah, it's reps for them. One thing that I did want to talk about this week is I was looking at Colin Cowherd. I don't know if any of y'all know who he is. He runs the Herd. He's a very, very popular sports analyst.
He's annoying.
I believe he's with Fox. Bro, I used to love him, and like now I just can't really watch him that much, but he pops up on my TikTok every now and then. And he had these posted. It was his original. He made preseason predictions for the end of the season of what he thought every team was going to finish. And I'm going to run through the AFC real quick. This is before he updated it, and then I'll tell you what he changed just this past week after week 2 of the preseason. So in the AFC East, What?
Wait, so this is ranking the preseason teams?
No, so this is ranking like what he thinks these teams are going to finish at the end of the year in their division.
Oh, at the end of okay,
before
got you.
preseason started are these rankings. Like this is where he thinks they're going to finish.
Is this
So
just
Jesus.
AFC or NFC?
so
too?
I'm going to do AFC and NFC. This is AFC first. So AFC East, he said the Bills win the division, Dolphins second, Patriots third, Jets fourth. I think that's pretty solid.
I agree with all of that.
I don't hate that. Yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty perfect.
This is what shocked me. So AFC North, Bengals win, Steelers second, Ravens third, Browns fourth.
No.
I don't think the Steelers finish second.
Steelers are third or fourth at highest.
Yeah, I don't think they finish second in the division, man. Like, I'm a Steelers fan. They got 3 quarterbacks right now, and they have no idea who they're going to start week 1 yet.
Is it Mitch?
I think they announced it's Mitch, but, I mean, you can't deny Kenny Pickett and how he's playing in the preseason. The O-line, it's like the 3rd year of this O-line problem they've had where they have no idea what the fuck's going on, like, at any point in time.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
I think the Bengals definitely win the division just because Tyler Boyd was injured the last few weeks of the season. The only thing, and we talked about this in last episode too, was the Bengals, like, they only won a few games by 3 to 5 points. I think that changes this year. I think they finally show up because people now know how to play Joe Burrow in their offense. Not much has changed
They have at
in their
least
offense.
the sample size. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be harder, but I think Joe Burrow proves himself. Going on to the AFC West this one's kind of wild. Broncos win the division, Chiefs second, Chargers third, Raiders fourth.
Whoa.
Don't forget Broncos won like 8 games last year.
What did they add besides Russell Wilson for real?
What else do you have to add, bro? I mean, a competitive quarterback will.
I mean, I get it. Like, Russell Wilson's a very good quarterback, but, like, does he bring Denver that high above Kansas City and the Chargers?
Didn't the Broncos also just lose Von Miller? He went to the Chargers, didn't he? Or am I wrong?
Von Miller,
he's on Buffalo.
Yeah, he went to the Bills.
Buffalo, that's right. Yeah.
He went to Buffalo.
I'm actually looking up their record last year because I think it was 8 or 9 games. Sorry, 7 and 10. They went 7 and 10. So 7
That's still
games.
not bad. I didn't think they did that good.
Yeah, 7 games. But to beat out the Chiefs and the
weren't
Chargers,
they undefeated in the beginning of the year or something?
I
Sorry,
don't remember.
to cut you off.
I don't remember.
I could have swore they were cooking in the beginning of the year.
They finished on a 4-game losing streak, so they were 7 and 6.
Yeah.
So they were doing pretty good. The Chiefs' problem is they don't have depth.
My statement.
The Chiefs just don't have depth. Is kind of their problem.
No, they're very top heavy. Yeah.
Chargers, I think I don't know, man. Like they missed the playoffs last year, but I don't see them missing the playoffs this year, man.
Yeah,
I mean, they got Khalil Mack on their defense again, or now.
Yeah.
They got the Bosa brother.
I don't see them.
Mac is who I was
see them missing.
I said Von.
Yeah, you're good. And then Raiders fourth. I mean, it's probably one of the toughest divisions outside. I always say the AFC North is always tough because it usually is. It's usually really competitive. But I would probably say the AFC West is the toughest division in football this year.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a hot
competitive. Statement. No, not really.
Yeah.
I personally think that the Raiders are above fourth. I think they're gonna do good, but
who do you think they beat out?
Someone's got to finish last, and I just think it's gonna be the Raiders.
I think it has to be the Raiders out of those 4 teams. Going into the AFC South, they have the Colts winning the division, Titans second, Jaguars third, Texans fourth. This is probably the shittiest division in the AFC.
Yeah, wow.
I think that Titans could be first.
Okay.
Possibly the Jags could get better, but I don't really see it.
I mean, the Jags definitely made some moves for their offense.
Yeah.
But I mean, last year I think they only won 3 or 4 games.
I think
they went 3
third.
and 14. Texans went 4 and 13.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the Jags finished third.
I think the Titans beat out the Colts just because I think their offense is better.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's close. because like they're
I think
low
so,
key
too.
in a weird way, similar kind of teams,
Yeah, they are.
offensive wise.
Yeah.
But
Let's move on to the next one. See what happens.
Okay.
yeah,
NFC East. So switching back over to the NFC. Uh, NFC East is Eagles first, Cowboys second, Commanders third, Giants fourth. I don't think the Eagles win the division. I think the Cowboys have that shit
I
on
don't
lock.
either. Yep.
I don't think it's even close. Like I
Yeah,
think the
Cowboys
Cowboys win 10 games, and the Eagles probably win 7.
Yeah.
That feels pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
uh, yeah. Other than that, everything else sounds right.
I don't want to see the Giants coming fourth. Like we talked about this last time. I think is the Giants do everything in their power to get to the right spot, and it gets to the last step, and they're like, "Fuck it." So like, and this is Daniel Jones' contract year. He's got a lot to play for. I think that's going to be a huge impact on how they play this year. Will be huge.
I did not know that.
And Thibodeau's going down for I think 6 weeks, so he won't be back probably till week 2, week 3. If I had to guess, that's going to be rough on their defense. Just because I mean he is, to me, this is my opinion. I don't know a lot about the Giants defense. He is the star on the Giants defense now. Like he's the guy.
The only other guy
would
would
say
be
so.
Leonard Williams.
True. Forgot
He
about him.
Leonard Williams has been a beast the last 2 years. We got him from the Jets, but
Yeah, I forgot.
he's
about
nothing like. He's not a Chase Young. You know what I mean?
him. Man, Chase Young.
Yeah.
Going
He's
on
gross.
to the NFC North. Vikings winning the division. Packers second. Lions third. Bears fourth. I don't have any reasonings. This is just literally the picture I have screenshotted.
Say that one again.
Vikings first. Packers second. Lions third. Bears fourth. I think Lions Bears is spot on, but I think the Vikings Packers is. I think that's wrong.
I just don't want to sound like a biased Packers fan, but like legitimately, I think the Packers will have a better record than the Vikings.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think stops
I think
the
it'll be
Packers is the
definitely
receiving
close.
core, man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I don't think it's like a wash and the Packers have no issue winning the division, but
Yeah.
I still think the Packers will edge them out. Well, I guess it depends on how Rodgers is honestly performing, you know?
For sure. Going to the NFC West, we got the Rams in first, Cardinals second, 49ers third, Seahawks fourth. I think the 49ers edge out the Cardinals. I think just because the second half Kyler and second half Cliff. They never win games in the second half. Last year they started out 7-0 or 6-0.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, see, that one's questionable for me because I still think the Cardinal is D-Hop out, right?
He's out 6 games, I think.
Yeah, so that's going to be huge.
Yeah, and also
I think the 49ers could.
It depends a lot on Trey Lance, too.
Yeah, that was where my brain was at because I was like,
Did the 49ers commit to Trey Lance? Are they doing him over Jimmy G?
As far as I know, like he is going to be the starter. From what I've heard from everyone, like
that's
he's
so
the
interesting.
starter.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
where do you think Jimmy G could go?
I mean, probably anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And compete
True.
for a starting spot. Like he's pretty solid. I don't think Jimmy G's that bad.
Yeah, neither
I don't either, but I don't think he's great.
No, but I think you can put him on 10 teams and he's a starter.
Yeah, probably.
Whereas I think Cam may be one team. Just saying. Fuck Will.
Yeah. Do we know if Will listens to this? If so, Cam Newton is
Garbage. Hot garb.
Literal trash.
Speaking of the trash ass Carolina Panthers, probably the worst division in football. The NFC South. Bucks first, Saints second, Panthers third, Falcons fourth. What do you think?
How could that be? Yeah, I feel like that's perfect in a weird.
Yeah.
I don't hate it because
I mean, the Bucks are winning their division. The Saints are going to be competitive, even with Jameis, because they get Michael Thomas back. They got a really good rookie wide receiver this year in the first round. Panthers are the Panthers. I don't think their defense is really good, but they have Baker and they got Robbie Anderson. I think they can compete. If Christian McCaffrey stays healthy, they can compete.
I was gonna say it all comes down to CMC.
Falcons are definitely in rebuild mode.
They're definitely the Falcons
They're
right
the
now.
fourth team in that division. As much as I hate to say it, I hope Mariota leads them to a few victories and he earns a spot somewhere or earns a spot in Atlanta. I love Marcus Mariota, and I will continue to love Marcus Mariota. Now, so we went through all of that, and I'm going to tell you what he's changed. So he updated this after the second week of the preseason. Colin Cowherd changed, let's see. He changed two things in the NFC. He only changed two things. He put the Giants up to third, Commanders down to fourth. Reason being is because Carson Wentz has been terrible in training camp and preseason, and their offensive line has been abysmal. So even though you have Scary Terry, who's going to throw to him? Because the backup's been playing better than Carson Wentz.
Is the backup still Taylor
I think it's still Taylor
Heineke?
Like so.
Heineke?
Let me
Is that
check.
how you say it?
I'll pull it up while we're right here.
I had him on fantasy for a long time, and I never knew how to say the dude's name. Is it Heineke? Heineke?
Heineke, I think. Yep, so Taylor Heineke and then Sam Howell. Sam Howell is a
Dude's
rookie
a
this year, I think.
I think it's possible for the Giants to finish in third. I mean, I think personally Tyrod Taylor was a huge pickup for us. I think that gives us a lot of dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, as a Giants fan, I don't completely see it happening, but I could see it happening.
Yeah. The only other change he made in the NFC was he moved the 49ers above the Cardinals from third to second. And I agree with that. I think that there's a lot of factors that play into that. But Cliff is not coaching well in their week 2 preseason game. Cliff Kingsbury, when they took Kyler out after the first or second quarter, whenever it was, Kyler Murray had a total of 17 points scored while making the play calls. Cliff Kingsbury only scored 3 while making the play calls. I don't think that's a very good testament.
Really?
Granted, it's preseason and so on and so forth, but I think that just shows to how much football IQ Kyler Murray actually has. And then the only AFC change he made, he only made one, and it was in the AFC North. He moved the Steelers down to third, the Ravens up, which I think was probably the smartest.
I think that was just yeah. I think
I can't.
I know you're a Steelers fan.
Yeah, no, I mean I know,
but-
dude. I know. Like, you don't have to tell me. Like, we're in a quarterback crisis right now. We have Mitchell and Kenny. I think Kenny's gonna be our quarterback of the future. I think he's a really good quarterback.
Who would you want?
Who do I
As a
want starting
Pittsburgh
week
fan?
1?
Yeah.
Week 1, I want Mitch starting. Let him run the offense for like 2 or 3 weeks, see how it goes, see what our record is, and then go from there, man. Like, it's kind of like how Tennessee did with Tannehill. Mariota started 3 games there, or 3 or 4 games. He was 1-3 or 1-4, and they brought in Tannehill and went to the playoffs. Granted, there was a bunch of different circumstances that led into that, but I think you let Mitch run it, give him a few weeks, see how it's going. If it goes well, keep it going, because, I mean, Kenny has a lot to learn. Like, he did really well in his preseason games, but he's going against second-team defenses. So I think you really have to look into let a mentorship happen. That doesn't happen in the NFL hardly at all anymore, at any position, especially quarterback now.
This might be
definitely rare.
I actually don't hate Trubisky. Like, I
don't either. I think he's solid. He led the Bears to a playoff push, and
like,
he just spent a year under Josh Allen and a fucking great quarterback coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think he could turn it around. Like, even when he was with Chicago, he made a few like stupid throws here and there, but
I mean, he's only been in the league for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
He got drafted in 18 or 17. So, I mean,
see, I didn't realize he was that young. Like, yeah, he
it was
could
the
definitely.
same year as Patrick Mahomes.
Plus, like, besides Allen Robinson, the Bears don't have anyone.
They don't have Allen Robinson anymore.
They don't have Allen Robinson.
He's on the
but like,
Ravens.
when Trubisky was there, that's all he had.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, though, Trubisky was also carried by that incredible Bears defense that season.
Yes.
The Bears still have David Montgomery. I forgot about him. That's their running back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad back to have as your starter.
No.
Another thing that
he's not great.
Another thing that I noticed, this isn't about NFL, it's actually about NBA, is Patrick Beverley is going back to the Lakers.
Yeah, dude, I saw that.
Imagine the
For
feud
Talen
between him and
Horton-Tucker,
fucking
and
Russ. They got like
that's gotta
mad
mean
beef.
Russ is gone, right?
I would
Isn't
think
Westbrook
so.
gone anyways?
No, I think he's still there.
Yeah, he's
No,
still,
I mean he's still there, but I mean like he's basically written off at this point. Like the Lakers don't want him.
I mean, no one's gonna pick up his contract, dude.
Massive contract, yeah.
What happened to him, man? Like, you think it's just too many stars? Because, like, I mean, you average a year of triple doubles. Like, that's
He was not bad on the Wizards, bro. I don't
no. He
know if
just got the
anyone has
point.
seen his
He got the
stats.
finger pointed at him, man.
I think
Yeah, he was still putting up 28-point triple doubles with
Yeah.
obviously you two know, for the people listening, I've never been a big Westbrook fan. I think he's been a good, decent NBA player. He does the triple double stuff. I just don't think he wins basketball games.
No, and we've talked about that a million times.
yeah.
But, like, what happened? He's on the
Yeah.
star-studded Lakers team, and they can't win games. Okay, they won the bubble championship, but, like, how many games did they play that year? 40? 50? Not even.
Russell wasn't there that year.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So the Lakers won
Oh,
the
yeah.
championship that year, so they weren't really all that great. It was a bubble year. Next year,
Speaking of that team, sorry to cut
You're
you
good.
off. The only two people still left on the roster from that is LeBron and AD.
yeah,
Everyone else from today, because Talen Horton-Tucker with that Pat Bev trade, the only two left from the bubble championship team is Bron and AD.
which I mean, like
They
there's a high turnover rate in championship teams, I think, in the NBA. But like,
Yeah, normally.
if you look at that team and then what the team is now, I would say statistically, if you have each one of those players individually against each one of those players individually, then the Lakers are a better team right now, and they sucked last year.
It made no sense, dude.
Yeah, didn't even make the play-in.
I know. I couldn't figure out why. Because, imagine us in 2012 saying, hey, LeBron and Westbrook and there's going to be this dude, Anthony Davis, and they're all on a team.
This guy
they
in
don't make the
Kentucky right now
playoffs.
is going to come up and fucking all be on the same team, and they're going to miss the playoffs with like
And they're
5
not even-
solid players behind him.
Yeah. I don't know. They were all old. Poor Melo.
Love that guy.
He's coming to Brooklyn, baby.
No, he's not, bro.
No, I don't really want him. No offense. Love him as a player, but
Get him back in New York for a year.
Or
have
Denver,
him
bro.
retire there.
Or Denver.
Ooh.
He had more of an
Denver
impact
would be
career
better.
in New York.
I've
Like
kind
if
of
he
seen
goes
this.
to the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame, he goes as New York.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't go for Brooklyn. He goes or not Brooklyn, Denver. He goes as New York. Sorry.
I think they'll mention Denver because he had a couple playoff runs with Chauncey and Jesus, those teams. I was a little too young for those teams, but
Yeah.
He
One thing,
played with Allen Iverson for a year or two.
yeah.
Remember that?
One thing the Nets
I
did
used to
get,
love that team in
even though it
2K.
wasn't- Even though it wasn't Melo, they did just get a new jersey. We were just talking about
They
that.
did. Yeah, we were talking about that before the pod. Brooklyn, they released their new throwback.
I actually want to
It's-
see those again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
they're-
white
they're
and it's
definitely a throwback.
Yeah.
it's clean. It looks like the 70s with like Dr. J.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the 76ers. Just
Kind
a
of,
tad.
yeah, it looks like a modernized
So it's
version
their
of
classic edition jersey. I'm trying to see like when they're gonna wear it. Like I'm sure they didn't announce games, but like how often?
probably not yet.
I hate to
Probably-
make this just a Knicks talk quick, but I'm really excited to see where the Donovan Mitchell trade goes.
Yeah, me too.
Because it was happening for a while and then it stalled and it just started picking back up again. And I've seen a lot of talks about it.
My
But
job has newspapers that say that trade is not going to be possible. I keep seeing people buy it. That's why they say that Donovan Mitchell is going to cost too much, so they're not going to be able to do
Not
it.
for New York. Their market's so huge, bro, and they have no.
I know that's
Everybody they have on their roster is fucking new. Like
Utah
who's
is
the
gonna be
longest
so
term
garbage.
veteran? Bro,
Yeah, Utah.
That's a
imagine.
bottom
Derrick
of it.
Rose.
Am I thinking of like the right guy? Gordon Hayward was on the Jazz.
Yeah.
He used to be. Yeah.
Imagine Gordon Hayward, Donovan Mitchell, like that could have been a championship team.
Gordon Hayward was
Jay
really cooking,
Crowder?
and then, dude, I love Jay Crowder.
Me
I
too.
don't
He's a
know why,
dog,
bro.
He's a dog.
Yeah, I fucking love Jay Crowder, and it makes
I
no
feel like
sense.
PJ Tucker.
Who?
I like
PJ
PJ
Tucker
Me
too.
too. Yeah,
He's
he's a
sick.
big sneakerhead. I love
Yeah,
that. I love sneakers.
I
bro.
watched a hell of a podcast with JJ Redick and PJ Tucker. It's JJ Redick's podcast. He does it with his friend Tommy.
One day they're
It's
gonna
called
be
The Old
saying
Man
that
and a
about us.
Three. Exactly.
Remember
We'll
that,
get him
yeah,
on
this
here
time I
one
was
day.
watching Travis's podcast. He's got his friends TJ and Kain on there. It's called the 2 Kill Time podcast. Guys,
That would be crazy.
we're at an hour and 10 minutes. I think this is a good place to stop. I don't want to overdrown people with our
call it.
conversations, but I think we had some
I
good talks
do.
tonight. I think everybody got to know us a little bit more. And we had
We
some
definitely were a little more off the walls tonight,
yeah,
which
we had
was
some wild would you rathers and just dumb hypothetical questions. I don't how do we even get there?
I don't
I
know.
asked you guys what your
Largest
favorite like illegal pet to have would be.
Oh yeah. Bro,
Either Black Panther or Red Panda.
facts.
Final answer.
Facts. I don't know, man. I'd probably go like
Locking that in.
I'd probably go like a tiger. Like
A tiger would be cool.
I've always wanted to hug one, bro.
Anyway,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, anyways, guys,
Anywho, let's
I hope
close
you
her
guys
out.
enjoyed this episode. Thank you again for listening to the 2 Kill Time podcast. My name's Kain. This is Travis and TJ. And again, if y'all really enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or like this video and subscribe on YouTube. We are on all those major platforms. Again, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. If you guys enjoyed them, please leave a review. Make sure you share it with all your friends. Just 3 random guys talking and bullshitting every Wednesday at 6 a.m. for your commute. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay thumin', everybody.
Human.
See you later, you beautiful people.